first.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
Ram, just look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Florida State Seminoles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Finds his back in the middle. What a cut, now he's loose. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, H. Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football. Turning it on! He's at the touchdown Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, but he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Jukes his way for more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Past the first down marker and still running. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Going over the top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners. It's a much much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got room to work. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Seminoles are on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back has it. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Cunningham. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Completes it in the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Go straight ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock support here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football.
Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Leaves it with the running back. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
With the catch, it's Barnes. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more fit.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Come on, set.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on first and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better,